Kostiantynivka, Donetsk Oblast, less than 10 kilometers from the front line. And those still living here only think about one thing: survival. This is our city. I've lived here for 54 years. It's very difficult to look at the destruction. It's better to look away and ask God for protection. May God watch over us. The Russians are threatening once again. If Ukraine does not agree to their terms, they claim that they will take the lands they consider theirs by force. Kiev warns that the Kremlin is preparing for an offensive. Today we heard another signal from Moscow that they are preparing for the coming year to be a year of war. And these signals are not only for us. It is important that our partners recognize this. The West sees the Russians' movements, not only around Ukraine. A German expert and CDU member of parliament has just revealed that Moscow is amassing huge forces up to 360,000 troops in Belarus. Let's remember that this is actually pressure. In reality, there are two Russian armies consisting of many points of pressure. This is something we must make clear. Russia is not only deploying its armed forces in Ukraine, but has much more modern forces, more widely equipped in terms of war economy, precisely to create this high-pressure situation. NATO does not confirm these revelations, but at the same time does not deny them. And that is very telling. The Russians are testing the security systems of the countries on the eastern flank almost daily. Yesterday, 3 Russian soldiers violated the state border with Estonia and conducted reconnaissance of the banks of the border river between the countries. Hence, a significant acceleration of work on security guarantees for Kiev, which were discussed with the Americans, and the very sharp statements by the NATO Secretary General.
Putin has to know that after a peace deal, if he would try to attack Ukraine again, the reaction will be devastating. And this is exactly how we are designing these security guarantees.
The thing is, it is not yet clear whether there will be any agreement at all. This weekend, negotiating teams are to meet in the United States to discuss the plan prepared by Washington and Kiev.
I think we're closer now, and they will tell you that they're closer now. We had numerous conversations with President Putin of Russia, and I think we're closer now than we have been.
One of the contentious issues, apart from territorial claims, was Russian assets frozen in the West, which some European countries want to transfer to Ukraine as part of their support in the war with Russia. The problem is that not everyone shares this view. Belgium, which holds most of the Russian funds, argues that this undermines investment confidence in Europe, both legally and politically. A different approach to assets held in Belgium and other European Union countries would drastically increase the risk of Russian retaliation, especially against Belgium, and that is also unacceptable. If we withdraw, we will all withdraw together. Belgium will not accept a solution in which we alone bear both the risk and the responsibility. Yesterday in Strasbourg, the European Parliament called on member states to cooperate on the rapid movement of troops. The aim is to remove barriers to the movement of units across the borders of many countries. In this case, we are talking primarily about the need for urgent mobilization of forces towards the Baltic states or Poland.